Well, hello everybody. We've got a great hour ahead. We're talking Scarlett Rose Crafts. Can I introduce you to the very talented and lovely Barbara and Julie? How are you both?
Well, thank you.
Been a little while.
It has.
Christmas
has. I know.
Very nice.
Christmas has come and gone.
It has.
I know. So busy.
I know last time we worked together, you said there were some exciting things coming, and we've got it here. So what we're going to do, we kind of had a little plan. We're going to be quite quick in showing everything because we really want to get to demonstrations. Yes. But before we do that, we've got to announce a winner.
We have.
Because we had a competition on Facebook. Hundreds of people entered, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know, over 300, I think it's like 350 people entered.
Yes.
And we can tell you that our winner is Mo Prentice. Well done, and you're going to be winning. Look at that. The Easy Mat will be winging its way to beautifully presented, can I say? That's a lovely thing to win. Well done, Mo. You're going to be chuffed. Do you know what, Mo? If you can, maybe tag you guys in once you get around. Have a picture. I know you'd love to see that.
Yes, we would. We would.
Yeah, great.
And it's winging its way to you. Very apt for today.
Well, it is, because we're going to be talking about flights of fancy. Barbara, I'll let you get set for your demo, and we will be quick here, Julie.
Yes.
So we're talking now brand new.
Brand new.
Flights of fancy. And what strikes me, and sitting down, you'll see this when we get to demonstration, versatility of these dies.
Well, originally when we decided, because you know we bought you the Pearly Pages, that's our large book die, which has been absolutely fantastic success. So we wanted to carry that theme on, and we thought we'd actually do, we'll do a butterfly book. So we designed it as a butterfly book, and then we started to play. And as you'll see when you get over to Barbara, it's not just a book, it's a card, it's a box, it's a bag, it's anything you want. So,
having a look, I've actually got a little board here, so we'll go through the dies. Now, you can get the dies individually, and that's at the bottom of your screen, or we've got a complete bundle. Now, what I would say with the complete bundle, there is a Freedom price on there, and it's a why not deal. So you're actually better off becoming a Freedom member and getting that bundle, £70, 17 pence, but you're getting everything that we're just seeing in front of me. So talk me through these.
Okay, so we've got 11 dies. We've got them all cut out there for you.
These are big dies.
Yep. Now, these little blue ones here aren't actually a die, but they're the spares, they're the waste.
Oh, wow.
So, again, it was a happy accident for us too. When we started cutting them out, we thought, oh, wow, it's wonderful. They've managed to get it so that you can mix and match, so you could do a different frame and a different middle.
Piecing,
you could do paper piecing. I'll show you a little sample just there. Actually, I'll bring that in. When all that cuts out, you've got all the waste. Don't waste it. Use it with your sticky sheet. Stick it onto your sticky sheet, bring your glitter in between the gaps, and make yourself a background. Don't waste it. You've got your solids, you've got your filigree, you've got your bodies, leaves, and we've put you some flowers in to start you off as a kit. But of course you can use all your own dies on these big spaces that you've got there for you.
Lovely. Okay, so that's the dies. Flights of Fancy, brand new. But in this bundle, you're not just getting the Flights of Fancy, because we're getting everything we're seeing here as well. So what else are we getting?
So we've got the ready-to-go sticky sheet.
Now this is interesting.
Yes, we've increased it in size.
Because traditionally, it's sticky sheets are associated as A5.
A5,
so now we're talking A4.
A4, because again, with the Pearly Pages, we were asked, could you make it bigger so we could do a whole page in that? And we thought, yes, because now we can do a whole butterfly too. We've got a little sample for you there. That's been foiled on top of this sticky sheet. It's adhesive that's stuck already to the card. Flat card on the back, and the front is sticky. You can die cut it, as you can see. You can punch it. I mean, it's just wonderful. And again, when we get to the demo, I'll show you everything that you can do with this. But as I say, you can use all your foils, make all your solid cards out of foil.
Just going to show you here. So look,
there you go.
That's the sticky sheet, but you can see it's card stock, so it has that card base, and then you've got the adhesive, that double-sided adhesive there as well.
When you pull the mat carrier tape off, as you can see, you can get a full butterfly out of that and a small one. So you're only using 2 sheets to do 2 different cards, but then you've got all your spares. Keep that for your die cuts and your mini dies. Don't waste anything. Don't waste anything. It's
special stuff, and I really love the fact that you really listen to everyone at home, and they're kind of saying, please, can we have it?
Yeah, we're crafters too, because it's what we thought when we did the smaller one. We thought, do you know what, we could do without being a bit bigger. That's what we've done.
Sticky sheets, you got your A4 size there. You're also getting, now this is nice. Tell us a little bit.
Again, this is our box board. I mention it over and over, which is our Pearly Pages. It was made for that. But because it's such a large sheet of card, you get 3 sizes for your book, if you've already bought the Pearly Pages. If not, it's on the web. But you can cut it down if you've already got it or you want to buy it today. All you do is you cut it down to 24 centimetres. As you can see where the holes are there, go 12 centimetres out from there, so it brings your finger space evenly to the middle. Cut your base piece to 24, and then take another 2mm off that to give you your smaller base. If you're making it as the box is like this, it's already got the 2mm taken off for you. You only score it on 3 centimetres, 2.5 or 2. So that gives you the different sizes.
Beautiful box. Now, how many boxes can we make with this?
You can make 3 to that the normal size, and then obviously cut it down to the size you want, which is what we've done with this.
And we're getting 2 easy shims as well.
That's your freebie, isn't it?
Well, that's very nice.
That's your freebie
so look,
this
these are worth $5.99. You're getting that thrown in. The easy shims are incredible. So what it allows you to do, it's a shim that molds to your machine, so it's individual to your machine. When you run it through, it activates through that pressure. You keep on using it, keep on using it. You never have to worry. Make it part of your regular sandwich.
That's it.
And you've sold thousands and thousands of them.
Tell me, honestly. The packing.
But it's special stuff.
It's really good.
That's the big bundle that we're showing you on your screen right now. You are getting the dies, you're getting obviously our adhesive sheets, you're also getting the boxes, and you're getting the easy shims, all of that for £70.17. Let me just show you a picture of what you are getting. So look at all, I mean, when you consider it, so we've got the A4 sticky. Now, this is the first time the Scarlett Rose have brought you the A4 sticky glitter sheets. You're getting your box boards, you're getting your free easy shims, and you're also getting your brand new flights of fancy as well. 197882, your item number there. Barbara was trying to tell you something.
She was.
Yeah.
I made a sort of a mistake. You get 10 boxes in the box kit, but you can make 3 different sizes. It's early morning.
No, that's okay.
I've had no breakfast.
So with the boxes, those large 3D boxes, you can make 10. 10. And you got 3 different sizes.
3 different sizes.
Thank you.
We get that
Thank
right.
you, Barbara. She never misses a thing, our
Sorry.
Barbara. Okay, now this is what Mo won. We're going to take a look at our Easy Mat. Easy Mat.
Yeah. Helps you with your matting and layering.
Yeah.
It's as you can see, there's a grid there, and I'll come to my main demo later, but very, very briefly. It's an oblong ruler, if you like. You can do all your measuring for your matting and layering on it, and it helps you measure out and recover perfect middles. So you start off with that, and then you'll be able to recover enough to make not 1, but 2 cards.
So starting
all
here,
at the same amount of card.
You can see now, normally, traditionally, you would lose all of that, but suddenly we are stretching from that to making 2 fantastic
So you're
cards.
making your card go further, and that's the basic premise of this mat.
And you can also, we've got the embellishments in there as well. Look, we're going to be demonstrating this. Stay tuned, because when you see it in action, you'll see it's such an innovation. This is what Barbara, who invented it, she's very clever. She's got one of those minds.
She has.
I was admired, because she sees a problem, a crafting problem, and she comes up with a solution. $26.99 your price. When you see this, you'll realise why it is a bestseller every time we bring it to you. 221051 your item number. Now we're going to have a look at the diamond trails. So there's a little touch of the diamond trails in the sense of that embellishment on the Easy Mat, but here we're taking it down.
Well, this it moved on from when we brought this out. People were saying, could we have letters and numbers? Yes. So that's what we did. Okay. Because you can buy the letters and numbers already done on sheets, and they're great, but you tend to run out of your vowels, so you end up with Wugga Humph de Muff, and that's all you've got left. Well, with these piercing guides...
Great if you have any Scandi friends.
Well, there you go. That's a good one. So with these piercing guides, all you do is you place it over your card where you want it to be, and you pierce through the holes. There's etched lines so that you can line them up. We've got borders, hugs and kisses. We've got an aperture for you to put numbers and words into, as you can see here. You can put your numbers into the carrier.
So there we go, just saying there's Mum.
And you can use it over and over again, so you're not going to run out at any time. Obviously, with our unusual names like Yanis.
Yeah, perfect.
I love working with Yanis because he's perfect for you to be able to say you couldn't get a card with Yanis on.
And you really couldn't.
But now you can personalise it without having to sort of order things in specially.
Not just using the embellishments, because you can use the perforation, or you can even use a pen.
Your pen.
Just showing
with that one, I just went through every hole and then took it off and by eye filled in the gap to make it closer together. So you'll start playing around with these boards, and because they're clear and they're see-through, you can line them up perfectly. You can move them about anywhere on your card.
There's your diamond trails. Details on your screen. $18.99 is your price. 984841 your item number. Now we're going to move on to a piercing mat.
Yes.
Great quality. I mean, we're talking food grade quality.
We are, yes. It is. So if you're into moulding your flowers on your icing and your fondant, if you buy a separate one, obviously not if you're already piercing with it. You want a separate one.
Don't cross-contaminate.
No, but they are food grade. They're also very dense. They won't shred. I mean, you'll get your little holes in, but that's as far as it'll go. It won't. I mean, mine's very well used, which you'll see on my demo. But they don't shred.
I'm giving that really good, so you can watch. My nail's turning white.
Yeah.
if I just show you there, and it doesn't squeeze down.
No.
Look at that.
And I use it for my embossing, the dry embossing, not your heat embossing, obviously, because it'll fold up into a ball.
Of course.
But your dry embossing, your stamping, I use it for everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
It is a go-to mat. Only rules, you just said don't get your heat on there.
No.
£12.99 your price, 800 622 item number. And finally,
our rose
butterfly.
card.
Yes, it's lovely.
Our rose card. That's on the show today. We bought it time and time again because people tend to love this vintage look that we've brought into this card. It's cream on the back because I don't like to turn card over and it just be plain white.
Yeah.
That's one of my little bugbears. So we said, could we continue the cream onto the back?
Yeah.
So if your petals flip over, it's got a nice back to it. And again, as you can see, we've used the letters and numbers on this, our personalised board.
And that's from our Flights of Fancy?
No, that is one that we've already had. This is what we were saying. Any dyes that you've already got, and Barbara's got some samples where we've not just used our leaves and flowers. You'll see other dyes, other companies, what have you.
But
it's a place to put
similar
them.
principle with your Flights of Fancy.
But it's a simple principle,
can embellish. And I do like the fact that you have got your butterfly acetate in there as well. $9.99 is your price. 420772 your item number. We're going to jump onto the website and head towards Barbara. Thank you so much, Julie. So let's have a look at the website. Lots to explore. And this is the thing. Whenever Scarlett Rose Crafts come to visit us, Barbara and Julie, you know that you have got such a treasure trove of goodies to dip into. So I would thoroughly suggest this is definitely one of the shows where it's a great opportunity if you do have access to the internet. So on your tablet, on your phone, have a look, shop by brand, and see everything on offer. Right, Barbara, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm looking forward to playing with the Flights of Fancy. One thing that impressed me when I came in the studio and you were showing just how versatile this die set is.
Well, it is. I mean, initially we said we were going to do a butterfly book.
Yeah.
I've always been a butterfly girl, so the next one after the other one. Let's do a butterfly.
Yeah.
But then the more we looked at it, because what we want to do is give the crafters so much versatility. You know, I'm a handbag girl.
But look at that.
Again.
That is amazing.
So,
that is incredible.
So, you know, they will do placemats, you can do boxes, you can do handbags, you can do easel cards.
My goodness. Barbara, that is staggeringly good.
Well, that is just a simple little box, which I've backed the butterfly several times so it's solid, and then just put a handle on.
Done.
How nice to give a gift to somebody.
Beautiful. Can we see the books as well? I think this is clever. Look at this. So think about your albums, your books.
This I did as a journal.
Oh.
So if you see here, we've got it going this way.
Wow.
Then I've done half of the wings so I can tuck tags in.
Do you mind if I just tilt that up just so
Can
we
you
can get a
see
good
better?
shot? Yeah, there we go.
So half of the wings to create the pockets.
Yeah, clever. Barbara, you are very clever.
The Rose and More card, which we've used again to match in.
Got more pockets going in
the
there.
The little bottom of one of the butterflies to actually create more tags, the separate butterflies. You can just keep going on and on and on with that.
Such a beautiful little book. I love that. I think that's a great imagination.
So we've got a handbag, and we've got the book. Then we've got the side opening card.
Oh, nice.
And because you've got a solid background, look how
those papers. Look at that.
Yes.
Nice.
Well. Those beautiful papers. Anything you've got you want to showcase is on there.
Okay.
I've gone to town with this one because you can put them on the back as well.
So lovely. And do you know what it looks like? Is it like embossed detail?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It's nice.
And then if you look on here, the new dies that we've got, the flowers, you've got the reverse that you can, when you die cut, it falls out. Don't throw it away. Because what I've done, because I wanted to match that card at the back, I've shadowed the insert and then put it back together.
So like paper pieced?
Paper pieced it, I have.
Lovely.
And then, because they're outlined flowers, you make your own embellishments. And that is just take your glue gun, a fine tip of a glue gun, fill in the petals. When it's dry, rub a pearlescent powder over it. That's all that is. That's all that is.
Okay.
But you know, you can create deeper valleys if you want. On that one, I put 3 little flowers together to make it deeper.
Stacked up,
So make your own embellishments.
Beautiful.
So that's those. So we've got the side opener.
Great.
And then I thought, well, why not make it into a box?
I mean,
and that's all I've
so
done.
much with this.
So we now got a beautiful little butterfly box.
Imagine giving jewellery in there
I
or
know.
a little present. Isn't that stunning?
And you decide how deep you want this, because if you decide, well, I want to put quite a big present in, you just make it deeper.
So remember, we've got options. You can go for the big bundles. That includes the brand new dies that you're seeing. The Flights of Fancy. You're also getting your A4 glitter sheets in there, your sticky sheets, I should say.
That's right.
And you're getting the 2 free easy shims as well. I mean, it is a fantastic bundle. And also the boxes makes 10 of those large boxes in there as well.
This one here, you know, you flower forming foam?
Yes.
That's hard to say again. The dies cut it beautifully.
Oh, yeah.
So that's flower forming foam, and so is the body, and the flowers that are made.
Lovely. Great. So what would you like to show us then?
Right, okay. So let me just tell you this one.
Yeah, please do.
Just before I go.
Oh, that's okay.
Because what we've done, we've given you
that's
tabs
nice.
either side.
Yeah.
You can make your own little mini books with your own
now
papers and stories.
Barbara, that's lovely.
And if you just look behind me,
Yeah.
I've got the butterflies done as a banner. How about that for a wedding or a baby shower or something like that?
I mean, the uses go on and on and on. This is a beautiful easel card.
And yes, so this is what I wanted to show you, is just how versatile this die set is. And of course, I've used the ready-to-go sticky sheets to create the whole glittery butterfly, because it's big enough now to do it.
Love it.
So I'll quickly show you how to put these together. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is just one of the actual dies there, and you notice
a large die.
it is a big die. We're into the ultra dies. It's the same with the books; they were large books. But you know, if you're going to make it a statement.
Oh yeah, totally agree.
And it's something somebody will want to keep. Now you'll notice what we've done. You've got 4 tabs on all of the butterflies.
Right.
That is what gives you its versatility. Sometimes you want to cut them all off.
Yeah.
Sometimes you only want the left ones or the right ones. But because we've given you 4, you've got that versatility. So
it's a similar kind of concept to the Pearly books.
it is, yes, it is. Because we want to have that versatility. So what we've done here.
Oh wow.
We've done a
I
solid.
see what you mean about the. So now you created a beautiful gatefold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got the solid. And then what we've done, we put the tabs so that they come on the inside.
Yeah.
Depending on what you do, sometimes you want the tabs coming inside, sometimes you want it coming outside.
Yeah.
And then we've taken the filigree, which we have here, and that's been cut out. And that's using the rose card that we've got. It's the perfect card, really, for the butterflies, we feel.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do...
Very nice. And we'll put the details for the rose card at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
But you imagine using this to create, and you've shown us some fantastic examples, Barbara. So it could be a book, it could be a box, it could be a handbag, it could be a card, it could be an easel, gatefold. What about this on top of a large box, opening up to reveal a sentiment or a verse coming through?
Well, it's the wow factor, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
the
it.
Wow
that is
factor.
it. You hit the nail on the head. It is that wow factor.
So all I'm doing now is just lining it up. And
this conceals the tabs?
It conceals the tabs, yes.
Yeah, nice. And also locks them in, I would imagine.
It does.
Just for
it does.
security, yep.
So, I mean, when you're doing it yourself at home, I go through onto every little swirl, but I'm just for quickness on here. So that's what I was talking about. That's how you start off with your cut piece with your tabs on.
That's nice.
To do your fold back wings, all we're going to do is do the same thing and crease it down the middle with a score tool. And then, depending which side you're doing, which would be this one,
right?
That's where you put your tab.
Okay.
So it is very simple.
Nice.
Depending which side you do is which side you leave your tabs on.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So we've got that, and then we just
Building
take
up that body.
our body, pop this on the top, and we've just contrasted the colours so they stand out. So we have the body.
Yeah.
Then we bring it together, and we want, on the left-hand side, we had the other body.
Okay. Now, if you do want to go for the dies individually, we have got that option as well. We're just going to flash the details on your screen. So you can see $49.99. You're getting 11 dies. You've also got access to the flexi payment, so £25 today. You get all of these fabulous dies sent your way, and then in 4 weeks' time, you pay your remaining £25. 239026, your item number.
And then we just got to make ourselves a little corsage using the framed leaves and the flowers.
Yep.
Which we're going to pop that on here. Whatever takes your fancy.
I can see from the inspirations, Barbara, you've had a lot of fun coming up with different ways to make these. Yeah.
So we have that. I mean, you can add sentiments, you can add, as we've got one on the back as well. And then we've used the little baby one.
Oh, nice size.
I mean, imagine that as a placemat at a wedding.
Yes, a name tag would be great.
Oops. Hang on, so we need a bit more glue on this one, I think. Is that enough? Oops, my glue's running everywhere.
It's okay. Let's just say it's one of those days.
It's one of those. So there we go.
Beautiful. Do you mind if I show everyone?
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, watch the glue.
So there we go. Have a look at that. You open it up, and you've got that beautiful, beautiful detail behind. I mean, it's a stunning, stunning die set. It really is, and it's something I think the real fun of it is discovering new ways to get the most out of it. That wonderful filigree detail and the fact that you've got different permutations, different shapes, different sizes. Lovely.
I mean, if you look to your left here, this is something else Julie came up with. Because you've got such a large size of a butterfly, how pretty is that? Take the centre out.
Oh, she's a clever one.
To reveal your little posy underneath.
Now that, to me, you could be forgiven for thinking you've got more of a floral aspect.
Yes,
so it's gone from being a distinctive butterfly, it's still got the delicate nature of the butterfly, to being more floral.
That's right. I mean, you imagine
Julie, that's very clever.
You imagine a new baby's photograph in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be pretty?
That's cute. Yeah. Let's have a look. Ooh. Now, have a look, because you have got that space. Julie was just saying, what about getting your embossing folders onto there too? Really nice. That's a lovely piece. Beautiful.
And there's a couple more there if you want to pass those over.
Of course.
I mean, when our crafters get hold of these, I'm sure they're going to come up with loads and loads more.
Yeah.
But what Julie's done there, we've used a pretty paper and used the butterfly just on half.
It's like and giving edge detail.
Yes.
Very nice.
And then we've got one more down the front.
Yes, show you that one.
Because you've got the versatility of using the small or large butterflies, you know. We've tried to cover all bases, but, you know, we're constantly finding new things we want to do with this.
Okay. Now, we are getting very busy for the die set, so you can go for the die set as an individual option. Details are on your screen. You're getting 11 dies, but look, let's just think about this for one moment. When you talk about investing in a die set, one thing you hear presenters, now all of us presenters at Hochanda say the same thing, versatility. So we've gone from, do you mind if I reach across?
Yeah, carry on.
Look at this. You can make, with this die set, I mean, for this one inspiration alone, imagine giving that to a friend. So it could be a bag, it could be a book, it could be the most beautiful card, it could be it could be a box in there as well. And what are you going to show them?
This is a new one.
Barbara,
This is taking, I've used 3 here, but how about that for a wonderful freestanding butterfly? Okay.
I mean, you talk about wow factor. And I think that's the perfect description for this die set, because it is the detail that you're getting with them, but also that size as well.
And, of course, because you've got the baby one, it's the perfect one to actually decorate the box.
Oh, nice.
With the flowers.
Oh, we're getting very busy for this die set. We knew we would be busy for it. So,
one more. Julie came up with this yesterday. You can change the butterfly how it looks. She snipped that out of the actual filigree.
You two together, I tell you something, you're very talented. I love that.
Yes.
So just transformed it.
Sorry, yes.
See?
And use them as flourishes inside.
Yes, absolutely love it.
Okay.
Brilliant.
And this was the very first one I did when the dies actually arrived.
Okay.
And that's a version of the one that I've actually demoed today.
Stunning. Use the papers, use the dies, and use your imagination. I mean, the boxes alone, do you mind if I reach across for a second?
Yeah.
This box, so you imagine making some jewellery and presenting it in that box.
And of course you can do a bigger box. I mean, I've just made it for that size, but I did the bigger one for there.
You could. Easily,
as a handbag, but I could have made it as a box as well.
Or you can make the most ornate cards in there as well. So whether they're easel, gatefold, edge detail coming through. Look, we've got to move on because I know we've got a lot to show this hour, but very, very, very busy for the dies. Now, you can go for the dies individually. A lot of you are going for the die bundles as well. I don't know what I'm having a clumsy day. I don't know what it is with me. Let's jump onto the website. It is one of those days. Let's jump onto the website and have a little look. Loads of goodies on there. There's the bundle. Now, what I would say, if you're going to go for the bundle, I'm trying to save you money. If you're not a Freedom member, if you become a Freedom member, you're actually going to pay less than you would have if you're not a Freedom member, because you get access to the Freedom discount. You don't have to worry about your P&P. What I would suggest, if you're getting Freedom membership just for that one purchase, enjoy it for a month, and then at the end of the month, opt out. You do have to opt out of Freedom membership, so make sure you do that if you don't want to continue as a Freedom member. But it's worth paying to become a Freedom member. You will actually save money by paying to become a Freedom member. You'll pay less than if you didn't. Okay, so I know we've got a lot to show this hour, so what are we going to take a look at, Julie?
Easy Mat.
Yes.
We bring it back every show because obviously there's people, and as we've seen from that competition that's just been entered,
well done, Mo.
I mean, people haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So we bring it every show and to sort of reiterate to people who've already bought it how to use it.
It's very clever.
And it's very easy.
So it really is. You couldn't have named it any better.
Exactly. We can't get over to you how easy it is.
Okay.
So what it is, it's an acrylic plate which will help you mat and layer and recover.
Yes.
Because we got card, and I say it every time, I hate the word gut, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
You got the card, you do it wonky, you throw the bit away, you have to do it again, and all this takes time. We start off like this.
Okay.
And as we say, all that, if you want to hold that on, yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
All that underneath is wasted. And depending on how much time we've got, we either grit our teeth, stick it down and break into more card because we don't have time, or we rush it and we cut it wonky like I've just said, and then when you pop it all back together again, it's thin one side and thick, and you've wasted it again.
And this is something a lot of crafters can associate with.
They can.
Yeah.
Well, this is how it came about, because Barbara was watching, obviously, one of the shows on Hochanda, was looking at the beautiful pads and looking at how things are matted and layered, and thought, but look how much they're wasting underneath. There's got to be a better way of doing this. And this is where her light bulb moment came from.
Eureka moment,
Because normally, with that one, as we say, you make that one card and then you break into more to get it to match.
Yes.
Whereas now, because you'll be able to take the centres out, you've got now enough to make all the embellishments and frames off a second card, and still enough to make that. And all of that came out of that card there.
So I'd be thinking about, we all invest in those luxury papers.
Yes.
The papers that you can't bring yourself to use, you stroke, and then occasionally for special projects you will use.
Yeah, if you like the friend, really, really like the friend, you use the
card.
But
when you use it, I mean, I would begrudge and you'd shed a tear having
just
to
get
hide
that
up.
little bit
just to get that little edge. So using the mat, it will change the way you work, and we'll see it in action.
Well, what I'll do is I'll start off, because if you see it as it is here, we've got a grid of holes, which we actually say is like an oblong ruler for your measuring, and then this side is your embellishing. We could have gone all the way across with dots and done a separate board as like your little shapes and borders. But we thought, no, because it's clear, as I said, you can extend past the holes, and I'll show you that halfway through the demo where we go into bigger pieces of paper.
Right.
So, as you can see, we go 0 to 7.5 and 0 to 11.
Okay.
You can do 12 by 12, and as I say, we'll come to that later. So let's just say I want to quickly cut that piece of paper down. I can't be bothered to go over there and get my cutting machine, or I haven't got one yet because I've only just started crafting, so I haven't invested in that yet. So all we do, and I'll just pop that one over there out the way. So let's just say I want to take that down to 5 by 5 inches. Now they are in half-inch increments, because that gives you that size of layer.
Okay.
But you can go smaller and you can go bigger. Again, I'll show you that, but just pop that in there. So what we do is you take a mechanical pencil, or if you want to do it on the pricking mat, you can prick through it. It's entirely up to you. So pop your 0 on the corner, find your 5, which is running across the top and down the side. Find your 5, and bring it down and mark it. And that's it.
And that's as hard as it gets.
It. If you want to put another little mark on the 2 holes, you can.
Okay.
And then literally, you just quickly line them up and cut. There's 1. And there's 2.
And it is the perfect mat and layer.
That is literally how quick it is, just to cut a quick layer out if you don't want to use your cutting machine.
Okay, done.
So.
And the beauty is we can work to any size we want, any shape, so it can be rectangle, it can be square.
Oh, of course, yeah. If I can bring that one back in there. So I'll go back to a piercing mat because it's easy for you to see on screen. But of course, as I said, you can mark it with mechanical pencils, entirely up to you. So we've got all our layers, and what we've done, as I said, we've gone 1/2 inch in between, but we can change the sizes. I'll come to that.
Okay.
So now, this is how easy it is. Because you've done it 1/2 inch, you can use any of these holes anywhere. Just find 4. And pop one on each corner, coming one diagonally, because this is your measuring. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, I've measured it.
And that's it. There's no worrying about numbers, you're just lurking one in.
No, just one in. So let's just show you how quick it is to do this. 2.
And I would imagine as long as you're uniform with it, so you could go 2 in if you wanted, but just make sure that you're 2 in each one.
Yeah, if you were going to do like just a frame on a card rather than matting and layering, yes, you come in as many as you want. So there we go, 2, 3, 4. Done. And this is your measuring. Can you imagine fiddling about with your ruler? Yeah. Trying to get that right. So let's just find 4 holes. There we go, one on each corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. That's the measuring done. That's how easy it is.
It is an easy mat.
Yeah, and then all you do then is, like we said before, move that out the way, just join the dots up. And you're now cutting out a perfect centre. Oh. This is the bit that you try to do by eye. Yeah. This is the bit where you try and I want to get as much recovered out of that card as possible. Yeah. So you take it to the edge by eye and you cut it and then you wobble and then you go that way and then you've spoilt your frame and then you've got to start again. Yeah. Whereas with this, it's literally that. Done.
Done. Can I just show a board? Because we've got this here, and this to me was a really powerful illustration of just how great the Easy Mat is, because just from these starting sheets, you can see here, and there's our beautiful rose paper there. So having a look, now traditionally that would be, without using the Easy Mat, if you hadn't taken the centres out, you've used all that piece of paper.
Well, it would be that on top of that, and that's it, you're done.
Okay, but look what happens where we've got this layer, then we'll get this layer, then we'll get that layer, here, all the way down to here on each one, and absolutely making the most out of our layers.
Potentially, you've got, if you use them singularly, look how many cards you've managed to get a frame for, or you can mix and match them. Well, I can show you that here, actually, now, if we look at it this way. Okay. So what we've done now is we've got our 4 frames, and we've got our 4 middles. Yeah. So if I pop these onto some base cards, just to show you visually, you'll see where we're at. So what you can do, as I say, go back to the beginning, go back to where you would have started on your first card. So there's your 4. Yeah. Pop your perfect topper back on top. Nice. There's your excess to embellish it. Yeah. Or let's split it to a second card, and we've got there again. Yeah. Okay. And then let's pretend I've taken the middles out of that one. Yeah. And extras, and I've taken the middles out of that one and extras, and you just keep going and going, and you stop where you want to stop. It helps to make your cards not so heavy, because you're using only the same amount of card again. You can use it to do more than just matting and layering. I mean, we buy blank cards already done, apertures already done.
Suddenly creating your own aperture?
Create your own apertures. I mean, there's the sample from it there.
Oh, that's cute.
But just pop it over your blanks.
Smacetate. This is a nice little tip.
Yeah, just mark it out, take the middle out, and now you've got your aperture cards that you can do yourself. There you go. Why pay that little bit extra? You can do it yourself.
Love that. And we're not stopping there, because you've got the detail on the side. And if I just pick this up here, so we've got that wonderful heart, and just showing you, and this is just one of the shapes in there, but look how versatile that heart is.
Those are our diamond trails. We call them diamond trails because you use your diamonds and they trail down the card. Yeah. But I mean, they are guides. They're for you to pierce through or mark through with your mechanical pencil to give you a guide. You start to embellish with your pearls, with your gems, pearl paints. You can stitch through them. I mean, and depending on the size of gem that you use, it changes it. I mean, I completely cushioned that right the way in, and then you could use it and keep going out, so you could make it bigger. We've got gems, we've got stitching, we've got candy dots, we've got brads, so anything that you want to use that guide for. Yeah. So all these bits that you've got in your crafty stash, a little bottle of tiny pearls that I don't know what to do with, you can now make yourself a little.
Most of it.
If I can
Go
sorry,
on.
I was just going to say, if I can just draw back to the different
of course.
sizes
Yeah,
on the,
please
before
do.
we move on,
Yeah,
if that's okay,
absolutely,
yes.
yeah.
We measure it by every ½ an inch, but as I said, you can go smaller. So you might want to do a smaller matten layer, and sometimes we do it by eye, don't we? We put it on there, we mark a little bit and we cut it out. So you just use the board slightly differently.
Right.
So what you do now, because it's less than the ½ inch, when you pop that over the top, you will find they're not on the corners now, are they? You get 2 on that corner, but they're not on that one. 2 ways.
Right.
You can either slide it gently over and bring them inside, look.
Yeah.
Then go in, because it's the going in one that's doing the measuring.
Yes.
Or just take it to that corner, make it, take it to that corner, take it to that corner, take it to that corner.
And it just keeps that uniformity.
You'll find your own way.
Perfect.
Similarly, with our 12x12 card,
Right.
I mean, if you are a scrapbooker, you may not be into card making, but you're into your journaling and your scrapbooking, look how much you're going to waste when you're matting and layering with your 12x12 cards.
Don't do it. Don't waste it.
So, again, this is so easy to do. Again, because it's clear and see-through, you can see where you're going. Pop it to the corner, come in, however many it is. We'll say 4.
Yeah.
Go in, turn, and just turn it.
Yeah.
And put it on every corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn it. And like we did before, I'll just show you the sample of that. There we go. 4 and 4.
Perfect.
And then cut it out, and we're left with that. So now you've got 2 pages of your scrapbook that you can use. And again, take it out again. Use the extras, because a lot of these, this is particular one isn't, but they get double-sided. So now you can take it out, flip it over, and use that for all your dies and all your embellishments.
It's so easy
now
to
you're
use.
using it on your 12x12 cards. And
Go on, there's more.
talking of 12x12, and there's more.
Yeah.
There's some beautiful 12x12 pads, but we don't always want to use all of it. We might just want that rose in the middle, but to get to it, we've got to cut to get to it and cut to get to it. So we've wasted that section of card, haven't we? Well, now, because this is clear, place it over the area that you want it to be.
It's like the perfect fussy cut.
And mark it out.
Yes.
And cut it out, and that then leaves all that section. So look past it just being a matting and layering tool, because it is more than that.
So much
more. A lot more than that.
And we are busy for our easy mat. If you do want to go for the easy mat, $26.99 is your price there. It's described as a multifunctional plate, and I think that is the best description, because we just had a quick look at the hearts and how you can use the hearts. So you've got all of these beautiful designs in there as well.
We have, yes. I mean, we've got a butterfly, which is ideal with our butterfly dies now, because you can actually pierce these out, cut them out, stick them onto there. We've got oval, heart, we've got a hexagon, a frame, we've got a wavy line there, which is your trail, and a scallop. Again, extended or made smaller, because you can see where you're going.
Perfect.
All you do, I'll pop that one out the way there, pop it over your topper or wherever it is you want to put the image on your cards, line it up and start piercing through. As I say, you can just use a mechanical pencil if you wish. You don't have to pierce. It's entirely up to you. But it is a nice effect if you want to do a quick pierce card.
What strikes me is just how easy it is to use.
It really is easy. I mean, I've done it very quick there because we're at time, but just take your time. So we can start off like that and do piercing cards.
Yeah.
We can use it for stitching.
Show you, and look at this. Now we're starting to get imaginative, yeah?
We can use our fine liner pens. Now, this is where we can let the children help. I mean, with a piercing tool, age appropriate, I would say 12 and over. But like my granddaughter, she's coming 8 next week.
Oh,
my goodness.
what's her name?
Madison.
Madison, good.
She's 8 next week. She'll use the fine liner pens.
Yeah,
so
great.
you can get involved with the grandchildren or your children.
10 more years, she'll be on here with you guys.
Oh, she might be, you know.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be fun.
One day.
That would be real fun.
And all the shapes that we searched, I know we're featuring on the butterfly and the heart, but you've got the oval in there as well.
Yeah.
This is very useful, having that
you
square.
could draw through that yourself, do a pencil line through that yourself. Again, it's another guide. You can follow it.
You can extend it, make it into a rectangle as well.
You could draw through with one of these little glue pens and then foil it, so you've done yourself a little... Honestly, the more you start looking at this and using it, you really will just get there. I mean, just a quick one here, and I'll just briefly show you there. So you've got your guide now. You pop your gems over the holes, or hole in the space, or as we said, you go bigger. If you want to bring that board back in again, Yanis, as I'm doing this, it'll just actually to show what we've just said. So as you saw, I was using it as a guide, and we go back to this board that we showed you earlier. Depending on the size of the gem that you're using, it will look different every time. I mean, I do like that. I've redone this board over Christmas, and I'd actually left a space in the middle and just done 2 lines, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to fill it, and I think it looks wonderful.
One of my favourites as well, I think using that stitch work, that's really nice.
Yeah, just put one in the middle and just go in and out.
Do you use your different you can do buttons, you can do whatever you like. Beautiful. All right, showing the versatility there. Now, I know we've got a lot on the show today. One thing, are we finished with the Easy Mat? Is there anything else you want to show?
We have. If you want to show a few samples or you want to move on, it's
I'm just thinking right now, because we're very busy for our Easy Mat, got to talk about the Easy Shims.
We have, yes.
We do have so much to talk about, and I know we want to go back to our Flights of Fancy, but very quickly, because it is a bestseller, could you just tell anyone who, most people will be aware, but if not, Easy Shims, how long have Easy Shims been out for now?
Oh, I'll look across at the boss.
About 18 months,
isn't it? Yeah.
I remember the first show. I was lucky enough to do your first show. They absolutely flew. Now, these have just revolutionised how we use our die cut machine.
And I'm still using the same piece.
No
From
way.
18 months ago. I haven't changed it.
So,
I mean,
you get the Easy Shims, you get 2 free with the bundle, or you can buy them separately.
You can buy
what
them
makes them so
Okay, so normally we've all got dies that cut and don't cut, and then you forget which ones don't cut till you use it again.
Yeah, okay.
And then you waste it. And and then you have to scrabble around. I'll put it. You've got your normal sandwich, but you always have to put that little bit of card, or you know, you just have to do that. So you're scrabbling around, you're trying to find a bit. This takes this away. This will stay with your machine. I don't even think about it. I put it in every time. But just to show you what we normally do. I mean,
let's see this. As we're doing this, I've got to tell you, unfortunately, we have sold out the Easy Shims as a separate option, but you can still get 2 free if you go for our brand new Flights of Fancy bundle with the sticky sheets. You're getting 10 of the boxes, those 3D boxes, and you're going to get 2 shims free.
Okay. So let's just pop that through the machine there. So this is what normally happens. Yeah. We pop it through.
And you run that twice, really. So once through and then back.
We run it through, and you think, oh, lovely, that's cut. Oh, it hasn't. Yeah. And this is where you chuck it away, because you can't generally line that back up again. Okay. So same piece of card, pop that back on, and now I'm popping my Easy Shim in with it. This is what's replacing. So I've put the card, the die, and then the Easy Shim on top with your plate, because you don't want the rollers to
So you're saying that it's become part of your normal sandwich?
Yeah, I don't even think about it. I don't even have to think whether my die cuts or not. So you can hear that pressure changing. Yeah. And what it's doing, it's going into all the little grooves and pushing that die through. Nice. I'll bring one of the full pieces in to show you what they start off looking like. Okay. But now, straight out.
Perfect. And that, look, if you're looking for an illustration, so there it kind of embossed but didn't cut all the way through. Here, the perfect cut on an intricate die every time, and it will mould to your machine. And the way they work is very clever, because it activates, the pressure actually activates, but it's not what you think.
No, it's not what you think. It's not. No, don't just put that in your machine. Now, what it's got a chemical property, and it took us nearly 2 years to find somebody who could do what we wanted it to do. Okay. It's got a chemical property over it and through it, and when you start putting it through your machine, it activates that, and that's what makes it crush down together. What you do on your first use, pop it between your plates, or straight onto the bed on one plate if you've got some of these machines that are quite narrow. As long as it's over the top so your rollers don't catch it. Pass it through, bring it back, and that started to activate it. And you'll notice, you may not bring it up on screen, but you can just, maybe not, you can just see that it started to
the naked eye,
mould
you
down.
Can see that,
but you can use it straight away. But very, very quickly, literally, 4 or 5 passes. If you want to sit there and keep going through, you can, but you can use it straight away. It will end up like this, and now it's more like a fabric. It won't go any thinner than that. It won't shred away. That's where it stays. And I just keep it with the machine. I don't even think about it.
Just leave it there. You never have to worry about thinking about shims, how much paper we've got to use here. Got to move on. You are getting the 2 Easy Shims thrown in the bundle. It is a bonus. This is the brand new bundle, and we are very proud to be able to offer you Flights of Fancy. You're getting the die set. You're getting the A4 sticky glitter sheets. Now, this is something that Barbara and Julie, they listened to feedback. A lot of people were saying, look, could we have it in A4? And they kind of agreed, so they have got it as crafters, being able to do the butterfly as a whole there. You're also getting the box boards, 10 of those, 3 different sizes, and of course we've just seen them in action, the 2 free Easy Shims. Got to point out, Julie's still using her original Easy Shims from 18 months ago, and the 2 Easy Shims, you cannot buy them individually. You can only get them as a bonus, but the fact is you're getting them free in this bundle, and also if you do go for the larger bundle, you've got access to that Freedom discount as well, so you're saving 10%. So you're saving $5.99 from the Easy Shims, and then on top of that, you're getting the saving as a Freedom member. So this is what we're talking about. Flights of Fancy. You have got 11 beautiful dies. This large dramatic butterfly. Then you've got in there the smaller butterfly, the leaves, the embellishments, the body. So you're getting all of those beautiful dies. And it's the possibilities. We saw that when we sat down with Barbara, and she was just showing you whether you want to make the most ornate, delicate cards, gatefold cards coming through, or if you wanted to go for maybe a box, we've got large gift bags. Now I've got to tell you, a lot of you are going for the option you can just get the dies by themselves. A third of the stock's gone. Flights of Fancy, brand new dice. If you just want to go for the dice by themselves, $49.99 is your price there. 239026, your item number. Remember, you are getting the sticky sheets, you're also getting the boxes, and you're getting the Easy Shims. All of that if you go for the complete bundle, and we will flash up the details on there as well. So $77.97, but if you're a Freedom member, the price comes down to £70.17. And you can also split that price in half, courtesy of our flexi payment as well. Okay, I think we are going to be demonstrating our Flights of Fancy. Would you like to come back to you now, Julie?
It's up to you.
Yeah, or continue? Well, I'll tell you what, we're just going to show you what you are getting. Let's have a look. So we're going to head back to, we'll head back to demonstration. So £35.09 your price if you do want to go for your Flights of Fancy. When you see Julie playing with these, you'll realise just how great the whole bundle is. And that's the thing, Julie, having the whole bundle, because we've got our sticky sheets. Yeah. We've got the Easy Shims thrown in, which is just great. So use that as just rule gets in habit.
Whether you dice cut or not, just use it.
And then you've got their presentation boxes as well, and they are beautiful, the box boards. Okay, I'm going to let you play.
Bundle. We've got so much, it's just knowing what to show first. Are you here, are you there? So we'll show this. This is the sticky sheet, and as we've said before, anybody who's watched us before, we've done it in an A5 size, but we knew the bigger stuff was coming, so now we brought it to you as A4. So now if you've got the pearly pages, you can cut a complete page out. Now you challenged me to do a gold book, but I did a butterfly instead, but I will do that gold book just to show you.
Yeah, I remember it,
but what it is a card. It's around a 180 card with adhesive already stuck to it. It's already on there, so there's no fiddling about trying to get films on the crease and you have to chuck that away. It die cuts, it punches, it cuts beautifully, it folds. Anything you want to do with it, you can.
So I'd be thinking, for all those intricate dies, you know, sometimes we have to put little blobs of paint on there. Think about your sentiments as well. You can use the whole sheet, get every last scrap. So once you cut it your butterfly, you've got loads of space to do those little embellishments.
You've got lots of space as well. This is what we showed you here. I mean, if I just show you there, it's big enough. I'll do it that way for you. You can get a large one and a small one, and then obviously another sheet for your other one. But all these, you keep that for the leaves and the flowers that we've given for you, or just keep it to one side for another time.
Lovely.
If we bring that board up there before I go into showing you how it works, I mean, these are just some of the things you can stick to it. I mean, you've got foils. We've all got those like sellotape foils as well. Stick those on there. We've got printed tissue, we've got glitter, gilding flakes, little tiny seed beads that fly everywhere. Stick that down, they don't come off. We've got acetate. Now, acetate, I mean, that's one that you always see the glue. The same with vellum, you always see the glue. Stick it over a piece of sticky sheet. You can now die cutting your vellum, die cutting your acetate because it's already attached to card.
I mean, we've got a lot of people who love groovy, their parchment cards.
Start working your things together. Ribbon, chiffon, metalised paper, lace and glitter. Stick your lace on, put your glitter. I mean, honestly, once you start looking at it, I mean, you can buy this glitter fluff. It's like fluff. Instead of glitter, it's fluff in a pot. What do you do with that? Stick it on you and make like teddy bears. So you can do
flakes.
Anything.
Lovely.
Anything. It's knowing where to begin. What I'll do is I'll do a quick one, actually. And I mean, you can see how fine our small butterfly is. And that's die cut beautifully.
Lovely filigree detail. And that's also helped by the fact you would have used your Easy Shim.
Yes. You can do. I mean, it does cut without, but you can, as we said, it puts any die through. Take the backing sheet off, slip it in there like that. Now, I've got fine glitter. Don't sneeze. And just pop it over the top. And what it's doing, you can make now your own bespoke glitter sheets.
Yeah.
So you can either do a full sheet first. Let's just flick that off there for you.
Lovely.
There we go. And it's as simple as that. So all these little pots of glitter that you've got left over, you don't know what to do with.
And like our mixer pots as well.
Yeah, I mean, make yourself, I mean, that looks a little bit funky like that when the camera comes back out to us.
Ooh.
So that's just, I mean, that looks a bit nasty.
Yeah.
But then die cut it out.
So when you do that,
and this is a way of using up all your old little pots of glitter.
See, as you see it here, you're like, but when you do die cut it,
when you die cut it out,
beautiful.
It's wonderful,
Lovely.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, as we said, you can use your foils. I mean, we've done it on here for you. I mean, all I've done, because it is only a 180, that wouldn't stand on its own. Cut another one and stick it back to back. But because it's a very open fretwork on these dies, they're very easy to line up. But I actually cut the butterfly out first and foiled it, but I could quite as easily done a whole sheet and cut it out the sheet. Yeah. And then all my spares then are ready to be die cut out at the second time. Okay. I mean, that just showing you a full sheet there done. Oh. So you could do a solid butterfly like that.
Look at that.
I mean, I had a little go. I thought, I wonder if I can take the middle out with the small one. Obviously, it cuts you your tabs. Yeah. So go in when you've took it out and cut your tabs off. Yeah. I mean, that's some paper that Lou gave us.
That's nice.
But you can stick the paper, you can do it double backed and stick the paper
behind that.
The fibre paper.
Clever. Yeah. Lovely.
Like we showed you before. Ooh, use it for your waists. I mean, this is the waist out of the butterflies, but they're so chunky. I thought they looked like mosaic. Yeah. So stick that to your glitter sheet. You could have foiled in between that if you wanted to. Once you've stuck it on, you could have stuck your glitter on, your fluff on. Yeah. Oh, crikey, what else is there to show you? Oh, another one. We get lovely wrapping paper. Yes. Stick it to the card, make the card or tag to match your wrapping paper. Like we said with your fabrics, what do we do with that fabric? Yeah. Stick it to card. So now you can make fabric card. So fabric there. Once it's stuck to the card, fabric card, look at that. Yep. We all pop around our DIY stores, don't we? And we sort of take a few samples home. Yeah, we all do that. Now, stick it to your card. Oh, that's and make your card out of it. Yeah, like that. Like we said before, that just shows up the acetate there. Make a frame out of it so it readily sticks to your acetate. Lovely. Stick it over the sticky sheet so now you can start cutting it and die cutting it. Beautiful. I mean, oh, last one, as we said, vellums, same again. On its own, you see all the glue, but stick it over the card. And you could now start to, you still get your vellum effect, but you can start die cutting it out, you can start punching it out as well. Because I think if you die cut or punch normal vellum, I'm not a vellum worker, but I'm only saying, you get a white edge then, don't you, because it sort of creases the edge. Yeah, but now it sort of lengthens or the more use now out of your vellum work. Beautiful. Well, there we go. So that's just showing you some of the uses with the sticky sheets. When you put it in conjunction with our brand new Flights of Fancy dies, special things happen. And we've also got the box as well. Remember, you've got those box boards. Makes 10 of the most beautiful presentation boxes. Brand new offering from Scarlett Rose Crafts. Barbara and Julie, and you know whenever they come in, they bring you the good stuff. 197882 item number. You can also get the dies by themselves as well, so if you do want to get hold of the dies, you can do that. So we've got the die option by itself, or you can go for the big bundle. What I would say, if you go for the big bundle, I don't want anybody paying full price. Go for the, what you can do is go for the Freedom price there. Become a Freedom member. It is a why not deal. Now, the piercing mat is getting busy as well. So if you do want to pop that into your basket, we're just going to show you the details for the piercing mat. Very good quality and works very well with your Easy Mat too. So have a little look. Maybe it's another consideration to pop into your basket. $12.99 your price there. 800 622 your item number. So we're looking at our brand new die set, Flights of Fancy. Two ways to purchase this. You can go for the dies by themselves, or you can go for the larger bundle, which includes the easy shims. You can't get those individually now. You can only get them as part of the bundle, but they are a free bonus gift.
They certainly are.
Anyone who's just tuned in though, Barbara, can you talk about Flights of Fancy? What did you want to achieve with this die set?
Well, Flights of Fancy, we wanted to do a book. We said we'll do a butterfly book. And yes, we have. We've got this one here, which is a journal. Yeah. Now, you decide how big you want your journal. Yeah. You use the wings to create your pockets.
Lovely.
Take portions
Can
of...
you just show that pocket? I think that's very clever, this one, how you did that one.
That's
you just cut it in half.
Just cut it in half and just shaped it round. So now we've got a pocket for you to put your tags into.
Lovely.
So we've got that. That's a patterned one. This one, I thought the little butterflies herself would form a little pocket, so I did it with that. So we've got a little tag that comes in and out of that one, and the same on that side.
So we can make our albums.
We can make our albums.
I love the boxes. The two sides of the boxes as well are stunning. So gift bags?
Well, because I'm always a butterfly and handbag person, I thought combine the two. So now we've got...
And that is wonderfully ornate.
Beautiful, beautiful. All I've done with that, I've done, say, 3 or 4 bodies, glued them all together, very easy to glue with the normal PVA glue, created 2 sets, and then made a simple little box and a 10-inch handle.
If you had a wider box, that would be great, you know, for little flower girls putting the flower petals at weddings.
I thought that a little bridesmaid could carry that, couldn't they?
Very nice. Okay, and we've got that smaller presentation box as well, so using the smaller butterfly, all included in the set. So
So again, we make our lovely boxes out of it. You just measure the size of your wings and then just come in so you can't see the box. But it shows off all your pretty papers. So we've got journals, we've got boxes, we've got the side opening card, which is what we have here. This is designed to show those beautiful papers off.
Yeah, that's
Think how many beautiful papers that you can showcase like
this. It works
this.
so well.
It really does.
Because you've got that base for your papers to show off, then you've got the intricate detail, and I like what you do at the back there too.
Well, I always like my cards to look as good on the back as they do on the front.
So that looks like it's been embossed.
It does. Because what I've done there, I've just glued it straight down onto the base, and then obviously we use the body to go over the top.
Can you show that smaller one as well, Barbara? This is clever.
This one, I love the papers, you see, so I thought this is a nice way to showcase your papers. So we have that, and then you can put your little sentiments. Again, it's all about showing your papers off. But isn't that nice? Wouldn't that look nice on somebody's mantelpiece?
Stunning. And so what about this? Because remember, if you go for the big bundle, we've also got our 3D box boards as well. So allowing you to make your perfect boxes if you chop them down.
That's right.
Perfect size.
Because what I did there, I used 3 of the filigree to make that freestanding butterfly. And because I've got the baby one, I thought we need the box. So the baby one creates the box, and we've used our framing flowers and the leaves there. And all you do with your box board is cut it to 24 centimetres because I measured the butterfly and then I added 5 centimetres on. That gives you a 2.5 centimetre side. But it's up to you. You could put a 2 centimetre or a 3.
Unfortunately, time has beaten us. We've only got seconds left. But you will be back on. You've got another hour today, 2 o'clock. So please make sure tune in at 2. Can I say thank you to Julie? There's Julie. Thank you, Julie. And a huge thank you to you as well, Barbara. I absolutely love these dies. They're really good. So looking forward to 2 o'clock. I know you've got lots more demonstrations.
We have.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for your company. I really hope you've enjoyed this show.